Okay, I think ads should be done. How's it going, everybody? Welcome in, Naggin. Naggin, GG's on being first before I even started. And Chrissy, how are you doing? And Hootward, quit tooting on me. Hootward, what are you up to? What are you falling out over? Okay, I'm throwing up a poll because I have two ideas for the thing I want to draw. You're fishing still? Sweet. Can't believe you're a fisherman. I have two ideas for the thing I want to draw. Can't decide if I want to go for like a silly pose or a heroic pose for a little raccoon warrior. I'm gonna start sketching both, but if the crowd says one way or another. I want to draw. I'm trying to find a direction for my cards, so I'm kind of leaning into like my normal style. Did a little squirrel crusader. Now I want to do like a raccoon that's like a brute or something. Fishing is really well done in Fallout. There are like 50 different fish we can catch, and that scratches my itch for collecting things. So, like you said, when you were like doing the farming stuff, you could make things with it. The fish is just like the like urge to collect is driving you. Okay, so I have two different pose ideas. One, it would either be kind of like standing here. Pretend this is a raccoon face. Kind of arm on shoulder, or arm on waist. And then with this other arm up here, he'd be holding his little battle axe. Farming was for making chems, so my ghoul didn't go feral. Fishing is just to have the rarer ones mounted on my walls. So you want a little fish display. Is Fallout just an open world? I thought it was a story-based game, but then again, IDK games at all. There are a bunch of Fallouts. There were a bunch that were story, but the one that Hootie's been obsessed with is an MMO kind of thing. He's probably gonna get mad at me for saying that. I probably didn't use the right term. Okay, so that's like kind of a super rough sketch, but that's the heroic one. But then the other idea I had, like here's a little raccoon buddy. Has two little leggies here. And then he's trying his hardest with his little raccoon face to pick up this axe that he found. Let's move this. Kind of like a Thor's hammer situation. He found this axe, but it's like way out of his class. So he's just like really struggling. 76, let's go. How's it going, Chaotic? Are you a Fallout fan? Fallout is a multiplayer game. There's a story, but you can ignore it. Hootord, I actually had a question for you. Have you heard of the game Smallands? I'm gonna drop you a link. Have you heard of this game, Hootord? I saw a video of it, and it looked a lot like Grounded to me, but more like survival than story. You have? It looks pretty fun to me. I like that, like there's a screenshot of the scorpion. It looks like unless I might be misremembering Grounded, but it looks like they treated the insects more like realistic with their designs. Wait, now I'm seeing Grounded screenshots and I did not remember correctly. Maybe I'm just remembering like the spider thing that I saw where people turned off the spider graphics. Wind, how you doing? Welcome in. Okay. I'm gonna start like actually sketching these now. Since this is like a super rough sketch, I'm just gonna copy and paste. Okay. Oh, I am on a different layer. Okay. And then right about here, I want him to have like a little balled up fist. Oh, this arm looks funky. It'll be alright. I think most of the arm is going to be hidden by armor anyways. So don't worry too much about it. Do want it to be at the same level though. So he'd have his little hand right here holding the axe. So now the question is, let me do both of these things. No, it won't. I'm gonna have to get creative. Actually, let's just erase the handle for now. Right now I'm just trying to figure out like where the axe would be resting if he's holding it. Can't decide if it should be angled up like this or more like he's holding it down. I think maybe I adjust the arm position. So maybe axe about right there. I feel like it makes sense that it would be kind of like resting on his shoulder. Oh, that is an eraser. Don't want to erase. Hello. How's it going, Caitlin? How you doing? Just got Liam from daycare, and guess what? Did he get another crazy report? Sure, what I'm doing makes sense in my head. Got another write-up for someone sticking their fingers in his mouth and imbibing it. That sounds like they just need to teach somebody something. Was it same person did it, or like another person needs to learn not to stick their fingers in a kid's mouth? Would be like here. Teacher said in hindsight probably wasn't his fault. Yeah. Hindsight. Incredible. I think it was the same kid because she also had a write-up taped to her cubby, but so did another girl. Him and the girl we think it is are like besties though. Okay, so like it's not like he's upsetting the kid if it is all bestie. Okay. I think I want to redo this pose entirely. This arm is giving me trouble. I think maybe instead of him like carrying it, what if he's just like displaying it beside him? need a pen, not an eraser. Holding it like this. Okay, let's go ahead and draw like a rough line for the handle. And then connect the axe to it. Do I have room? Yeah. Yeah. Maybe like there. I literally said to the teacher, yeah, last time this happened, I was like, what do you expect to happen? Naturally. If someone stuck their finger in my mouth, I'd bite too. I'm fully on his side of this, but in a nice, joking way. Did the teacher agree with that? Because that seems like common sense. Especially when you're dealing with little big kiddos. Okay. Let's get a rough, like, raccoon head shape. Kind of a black pattern here. So here. This is a lumberjack raccoon, kind of. I'm trying to make like a raccoon, like brute warrior or something. My plan was that it's a raccoon who like scavenged all of the stuff that he's fighting with. So he's gonna have like mismatched gear. And then he stole an axe. I think the axe needs to be way bigger because I want it to be like clearly not his. And he doesn't really know how to use it. He could for sure chop a tree. Like this idea, thank you. Trying to find my art style for like the card situation I want to do. She laughed too, so it seemed like she understood, yeah. I hope she does. Anyways, how are you? I'm okay. I got a lot better sleep than I did the other night. But I feel like I haven't quite recovered from not getting enough sleep. Either that or like I'm fighting off being sick or something. Because I still don't feel quite right. But my brain is doing better than yesterday. Boo, sickness. I agree. I refuse to be sick. I felt like almost sick ever since like pollen season started. I feel like I've just been like barely fighting it off for months. These are not even. These little stripies. I have to travel on Thursday, so I've been upping all the vitamins. Is it work travel? And when you get there, are you gonna talk to some local bees? Grab some honey? Needs an eye scar. This isn't a bird, Heward. Okay, so like I want him to have like mismatched armor. Like he's got one style of shoulder plate here, and then like a completely different one here. Like he's just been scavenging through like a local blacksmith's dumpster or something. Is he holding a fishing pole? Why is everything fishing for you? And then like a mismatched chest plate. Maybe one that like doesn't even fit him or something. Like his chest plate goes like way down here or something. Like wearing a chest schmuck. Dude, it's supposed to be an axe. Maybe that's my sign. I need to make it look more axey. Or I don't know, maybe you only saw the handle. Because you said it was an axe, but a handle that skinny would snap the moment you try to chop something with it. Well, he didn't. He doesn't know this. He's way out of his depths. He's just pretending he knows how to be a warrior. He's probably going to run away from the first battle anyway. How wide are we talking? Does it need to have a handle like this? Because like realistically, I feel like his little leggies are gonna snap like twigs the second he tries to pick it up. He's running on magic. But he also stole the magic, so he doesn't know how it works. He's got his little tail. I don't like this tail. We'll figure it out. I need to round it out. Hooard. What is your like D&D class? If you were D&D, if you were making up a D&D character. Also, same to you, chat. This corner around a bit. First pose idea. Let's flush this other guy out. Not a D&D player. The RPG I played was Shadowrun. Is that more like sci-fi? Shadowrun. Yeah. Did it have classes? Like, were you a I can't even think of a sci-fi class. dwarf sniper. That's incredible. Does that plays the same as D&D though? Okay, so for this one, I'll start with his old leggies. You can do a lot more in Star Run. Shadowrun. It's a lot more stat checks. Interesting. I don't know what that means. You have to do a lot more like rolling. Yeah. That sounds fun. I want him like really exaggerated. He's putting his whole back into trying to get this axe picked up. I was a dwarf sniper because he had a higher concealment ability, so he could disappear in the crowd since he was only 4 foot tall. Sounds like his gun would be bigger than him. It's a lot more thought out. Wasn't just roll to see if something happens like D&D. It was more like fleshed out story-wise. Actually, let's just do a whole new layer for him. I need more space than I give myself. Oop. You could get cybernetics, so you could see through walls or hack computers from across the room. That sounds too powerful. I'm a dwarf sniper who can see through walls. You got nothing on me. Okay, so then race his little army. Axe is like here. Okay. Handle extends like here. I'll make the handle thicker later. Okay, I can erase that placeholder face. Okay, what does a side profile of a raccoon look like? I've got pretty like cone shaped heads. And then he's just stressed a little bit, so his ears are going to be back. Maybe the other one's back here. Let's round this out a little bit though. Oh, eraser huge. Actually, let's round this out a lot. So he has his little nosy here. Okay, so from nose to bottom of ear. So like here. Here for his little eyeball. This for his little black stripe. Charles is angry. I don't know if you could hear him. He has opinions. Okay, and then I think in this pose, his tail would be kind of dragon tails. That's not quite on the ground. I wanted the same deal here, where like he doesn't have armor that suits him. So maybe like he's got his little arm guard here. But then like he's wearing a chest plate that doesn't fit him. So he's got like a strap here. Then it's like hanging down or something. Let's make an actual window. And make the actual. Let's see, where's the ground? Ground is like here. So maybe from that far right corner. I'm gonna give it like a little drag line. It's like he's dragging it through the earth. Okay, I think I might just draw both of these. Because I love both of these ideas. I think I need to reposition this ear though. The ear does not look right to me. Visual head. Oop. Trying to figure out where I want to position this back ear. Let's just erase it. Let's just erase it and do some freehand. So, looking at a couple of side profile raccoon images. I think reshaping this front one a little bit too is going to help give it more of like the Dorito shape I'm seeing on some of these. A little bit more round. My eraser is huge. And maybe have this other one just kind of broken up. Hey babe, hey who? Oh my gosh, now Rosalina has opinions. Okay. Let's clean up some of this. What's that? Ravtech. That emote is absurd. Need to adjust some of the body lines. Okay, so like maybe there. Connects here. Oh my goodness. Gamba. Those are cute. Really like that artist's style. Okay, I think I've got this pretty fleshed out. Just want to go in and make it pretty big so I can start putting down some line work. Is that a good size? Do I need to make it bigger? Let's see. I'm just testing out my lines right now. Okay, I think I might need to do something weird. I want it to be as big as it can be for this outline. So that when I resize it, I want a big, bold, like main outline. I'm going to do the details with a smaller one, smaller outline. messy in here. Might want to go back and do different outline. Let's see. I'll do this first and then take a little peek. How does this look like? Resized. Okay, put it like there. And compare it to this guy. Yeah, that's way bolder outline. I think I do need to go down a step to this one. Let's try this. Yeah, I think this is going to be a lot nicer. Did an oopsie. Oops. Did a couple of oopsies. Just giving everything a good outline. With a clean brush. Dude, both of the puppers have so many opinions right now. Okay. So lower this down to like 50. Did I do 50? 50-ish. Just so I can see everywhere I might not have hit. And then I also want to, what I've been doing this is give the character a whole outline. And then each individual like piece outside of the character gets a separate outline. And all the parts where it overlaps, go in and do like a little detail line instead of this full. Overlaps. Theme. Foxy Death Note. 2 swords hanging from her belt. Summoning some other animal bones. Did Hootward help you with this, Redeem? No? The bones sounded like a Hootward thing. Foxy Death Note. Two swords. Summoning bones. Okay, let me find the box reference. Okay, I think I've got it. I think I have an idea. Okay, so the body's gonna be here. Call this area. picturing kind of like a power stance for summoner. And then arms. Ooh, that is not a good arm spot. It's kind of like here. Little magic bits. And there's going to be a pile of something here. And we're going to have our swords. So that one's going to be hanging like back behind. Oh, this is making more sense in my head, I hope. Big old fox ears. Little fox muzzle. Make the head a bit bigger. I think maybe the torso needs to move up. Not the torso, the bottom half. The waist. Other sword here. Ooh, that's a weird angle. I think this arm needs to angle towards what she's summoning. Duh. Back from ads. Welcome back. Welcome back. Okay. Trying to like piece this together a little bit at a time. Give her some armor. How are the royal puppers doing today? They've been so screamy. They both just finally quieted down. What's going on? Almost had to BRB a second ago because I thought Rosalina was gonna tear the house down. This middle piece right here is probably way too big. Oop. Big ol' erasure. Oop. This needs to be bigger. I don't think a curved blade makes sense. It wasn't bad. It just looked like she had stolen someone's swords to me. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, and then... This looks weird. This is looking strange. We're figuring it out. Okay. So nose would be like here. I don't think she would be that sad. She's probably got like a little bit of a smirk. I think she's kind of like mischievously happy about what she's doing. Where's everyone at today? I don't know. I don't know. Sometimes we have quiet days. So there's like a little pile of earth. She's taking these bolts out of it. Maybe just like an abstract shaped one. Floating in the air. She's mid-summon. Maybe another little like rib-looking thing. She's got a couple. She's got a couple coming out already. Let's throw some color on her. See how I'm feeling. Need to make a reference layer. DK's Death Knight was one of my favorite classes in Wrath of the Lich King. My Death Knight was top 5 in Area 52. Whoop the crap out of Pallies. Heck yes. Do you still play? I played that once. Very, very long ago. Ooh. No, they lost you. I feel that. Seems like there's a lot going on with it right now. Box color. That's a little dull. Still have a reference layer. Even this out a little bit. WoW completely messed up their latest talent tree during the Cataclysm expansion. Like they remade the trees or something. I will admit I know almost nothing about WoW. I've seen it played a few times. I gotta turn off my reference layer. Turn it off. Oop, turn it off and then select the right layer. There we go. Okay, now I want my reference layer back. So good. Maybe a bit more of a brown. Okay. Oh man. Did that on the wrong dang layer. Clean up some of these lines while I'm here. This does not look very pretty. Before, you had 62 points or so to customize the character you had. They dropped it to 15. So that's what, like a quarter as much as you had? Not even the people who earn the money were thought of. That seems wild. Handles brown. And then let's give these a nice bone color. Now, before I do any like highlighting or anything, I want to give her some magic happening. Couldn't hold aggro as a dual wielder. Cross aspect was not the tanking spec. I don't know what any of that means, but I'm sorry it happened to you. I'm making a phishing email example for a presentation and it's so boring. Okay, like just from the words you said, that sounds like it could be fun, but I'm gonna trust you that it's boring. Is this the new Five Nights at Freddy's character? What are you trying to say about me, Lunar? What you mean by that? It's supposed to be a spot the difference image for middle schoolers. All of this sounds fun to me. Nagan, just let me do those parts of your job for you. I don't even need to be paid. Bev, you want to present this to them for me? Yeah. I used to want to make Spot the Difference books because I thought they were so fun. But I never tried it, so it might just be like horrible to do. I agree, I used to tank pretty well, and then they made Unholy the tank spec. Hootward, thank you for understanding what's going on. I unfortunately know absolutely nothing about WoW. I remember the I Spy books. I want to make an I Spy book so bad. Job done. Thank you, Lunar. Loved them. I did too. I used to think I was so special because I could find the things. And nobody cheered as much as they should have for that. I was going to use that skill at some point. Just haven't found where yet. Find 12 horses. I spy 12 horses, 3 magnifying glasses, a dog, a windmill, and a pile of Hootward's toenails. I think it's just horrible because I don't want to do this whole thing in the first place. Yeah, that makes sense. Like, if you're already upset about having to do a task, there's like no sugar that they can coat it with. It'll look good in front of leadership. Bullcrap. With the corporate world, yeah. Yeah. Bev, all you have to do is take screenshots of the Dev's desk. Nagan, I was saying that all last week. I kept looking at Dev's desk and wanting it to be turned into an iSpy. Let's see if my plan is going to work here. Why is it doing that? If I do a black. Okay. So green. Okay, that kind of works. Community Moko iSpy. Yes. Yes. I'm all about this life. Beb, for $1 million, would you eat 10 jalapenos? I would do it for a whole lot less than that, but yes. Also, Lunar, I need you to know that your sandwich comment is haunting a couple of us. I won't name names, but it really is, yeah. I won't name names, but it might have gotten mentioned to me earlier today. I'm glad y'all are enjoying my genius. You sound more and more like perfect every day. For $1 million, would you stop playing Stardew Valley? How could you do this to me? But also, I haven't played Stardew in like 3 months, so it might not be as tough as I want to pretend. Bromille, I'd find alternatives. Yeah, for sure. Money versus love. Stardew. Who would you think you're so clever for that? I'm the yang to perfection. It's like the Sith, they always come in pairs. There's a Star Wars story joke in here somewhere. So are you the master or apprentice? That's a real good question. Apprentice. I'm so sorry. You won me back. These are not the jokes you're looking for. Alright, chat. I gotta go potty. I'm gonna leave you with my dogs for a minute. We're gonna come back and work on the raccoons some more. Give me a few minutes. I'll return, I promise. about it. I'm trying really hard not to spend like half of a stream on a redeem now, but I wanted to give that one a good shot. Perfect also like me. I have been informed that my grants are going to be given to another family if I don't respond right away to this urgent spam text message. Did you respond, Megan? That sounds pretty serious. Get out of here with Bear Hub. Sent it to the spam number for Verizon. Now they're going to get the grant. How do you feel about that? Ooh, the lick on the box. I was going to do that in response to Lunar saying it was a Five Nights at Freddy's. Oh my gosh. Why did it do this to me? How could this happen to me? Why did it duplicate? Redeem box. It's a rite of passage, it is. And it keeps doing that. Okay. Maybe a little too excited about reanimating these bones. What is secret? Don't click? That's none of your business. It's a secret. Actually, if Perfect's not here, I could probably click it. Okay, nobody tell Perfect, but it is actually secret stuff. But I arranged it so that when I click in, it just shows this. These other two are actual secret stuff. I just have them hidden. I was expecting Perfect to come in here screaming about it the next time they're here. Secret. Hey y'all, this is Bob Jr. I'm here to replace the old Bob. I just guessed, but also Perfect. It is a Perfect plus the licking move. Nagan, I don't know if you were here for this, but Perfect tried to tell me how to draw a loaf of bread as a dog. And then made me show the stream. So I was gonna troll them with this. I work in a financial institution and my boss, the CEO, got an email from the wife of a Nigerian prince that they need money for an investment and will give her 40% of the investment. Interesting. So like, they get the investment money and then in the future they're gonna pay her back. Or do they really only need 60% of what they're asking for? How many darn Nigerian princes can there be? And why do they all need money from us? Who in the royal line do we need to talk to about their finances? I love how funky Perfect's dog looks like it only has half of its soul, yeah. The other half of it cooked out in the baking. And why would a CEO of a financial institution fall for it? That's a good point. To a work email. That's nuts. I wonder if they just like... I assume they like collect emails like at a massive scale and just like blanket email many thousands at once or something. Oh, is this a real story? I thought it was a joke. Caitlin said it happened. Why would they have money in our currency though? black construction paper that is worth more than you gave. You just wash it and it's millions of dollars. I need to get some of that. Where do they keep that? I'll have to look at the email she forwarded me and can tell you what the scheme was. I think it was actually a Nigerian military man lieutenant, not prince. Okay, so at least they swapped up the positions. The scams now are they email you saying that it's the CEO of where you work and they need you to send money to a vendor partner, and people do. I would never in my life. Like, if my CEO needs money to be sent somewhere, he can go elsewhere. It's wild. There's so many scams out there. Okay, stable. Make a teeny tiny one. No. Teeny tiny one. Yeah. My boss forwarded me in IT the email she got from the scammer. But yeah, my coworkers have gotten emails from her saying, I need you to buy gift cards. Dude, the gift card thing kills me. It is very critical. It is critical to our operations that we receive 5,000 USD in Best Buy gift cards before end of business day. Okay, this needs to be rounded. Do you need to outline this? Okay, and then back to our smaller one. It was, and I quote, the wife of the embattled Central Bank of Nigeria's governor. It sounds like a Mad Lib. Embattled Central Bank governor. It's incredible. Almost dropped my iPad. Okay, Caitlin, I'm not gonna lie. When I first saw that, I thought you were talking about your husband for a second. I'm following what's happening now. Husband is in jail because he was accused of embezzling. Wife is in distress and under house arrest. All of their accounts are frozen. Through an undercover security company, she was able to ship $79.7 million to herself. The money is in a trust company, but she needs someone to get it for her since she can't travel. She will give my boss 40% of the funds for her help. What a journey of creative writing. If they just put that effort into writing a book or something, it could be like the next 50 Shades. I'd be like, send me 1 Bitcoin and I'll think about it. That is wild. Also, I love using embezzlement as your jail reason while you're trying to get people to send you monies. Embezzle. You stop that right now, Lunar. That's beautiful. Should have been a better criminal for real. Okay, now I was gonna try to figure out a way to make the armor pieces on this one look like clearly different. But I think I'm gonna worry about that later. I think for now I'm just gonna color it. Because it already, clearly the chest plate doesn't fit him. So I think that might be enough to sell that he just found these somewhere. Okay, so it's gonna look weird for a second. Don't mind me. Oh my gosh, use Caitlin's trick. I forget it every single time. Welcome in, Rexy. Good job on first. Everybody else is so slow today. I need to give this piece some launch. How's it going, Rexy? That was Rexy, right? I just had a brief moment that I was worried I might have read someone else's name entirely. Someone else's name entirely. Jeez. You had to? You did have to. Stake your claim. There's a giant hermit crab with a boat as a shell. Where? Where? And are you gonna show me? Or is this another? I don't show my games to people. How'd you sleep? I still don't feel right today, but I definitely slept better. In Fallout, I get that hoot word, but are you gonna show it to me? It's been a crazy wild day. What hath happened to you? Ooh, chaotic, you have something for Rexy. Is it shoes? Oh, I see what's happening. Sandwich. Nom 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 nom. Rexy, I'm trying to draw a raccoon warrior. It's just been non-stop nonsense, I feel that. I had a pretty calm morning, but then at like 2:30, I feel like everything happened all at once. Let me guess, Hootie's Redeem? I cannot believe you, Reximus. OMG at Momo? OMG Violence? Listen. I'm not trying to be violent, but this raccoon means business. Was it you? Listen, Rexy. Okay, I feel like I'm pretty close to like an art style that I like for like the card situation. I drew this cute little squirrel knight guy. So I'm trying to draw a bunch of like fantasy animals. Teddy's watching you. Hi, Teddy. Hey, Teddy. Teddy, are you getting enough scratchies? Teddy, are you getting enough treats? Tell me the truth, Teddy. I'll post it in Rexy's. He'll always say no. He always speaks the truth. How silly Billy of me. It's okay, Rexy. I understand where you're coming from. Hootie did tell me that it needed to have an eye scar, and I thought for like half a second that I wanted to put an eye scar on it. But then it would have just totally been his work. And I can't have that. Yeah, this is a little raccoon guy. He stole all of his gear from somebody's trash can. And right now he's trying to drag this big axe. But he's not prepped for it. Like, this is the ground, and he's dragging the axe. That's one pose that we might do. And then there's this other one that I was also thinking about, where he's going to be like holding it at his side, looking proud. Thought he was smacking. Yeah, it does kind of look smacking because of the angle I had to draw him at to make it fit the panel. Yeah, it's going to be more like this angle. I guess it does actually fit the screen now, though. It's in gaming? Okay, I'll check it out. That does sound really cool. I'm annoyed to tell you this, but that does sound like a really cool thing in Fallout. He's being so cuddly. You better cuddle that boy. Yeah, I did my line art, and now I'm gonna go add some colors to it. I guess I don't actually need another layer. Where's my reference? I lost my raccoon reference. Here we go. Okay, so kind of like a grimy gray. For his body. His body, oddy, oddy. And darker for his old peaches. Sunburnt as heckins. I even put sunscreen on today. Didn't you just get sunburn? Did you double up sunburn? Okay, now I need to go in and fill some of these old crannies. Yesterday, so double sunburn. I need to get out in the sun. I was doing so good about getting sun every day for a couple of weeks, a couple of months probably. But then last week, the weather made me just think that the sun was never going to show its face again. Rexy Y, thank you, Caitlin. I'll try not to yell at Rexy as much, but she needs to be yelled at for that. Okay, maybe a little bit darker. Okay, now I gotta figure out how I'm gonna do his like white pattern. Let's do this one on a clipping mask. I think maybe not like a true white, but close to it. Looks like basically everything from the snout to there is going to be this color. And then a little bit on his forehead to his like bottom side of the chin. I didn't mean to. I put on sunscreen. Rexy, you gotta like triple layer the sunscreen, I guess, if you're anything like me. Everybody else yells at me for you. You just bully me. Wow. Wow. I'm gonna be so nice to Rexy for the rest of the night. Thinking I might drop a nuke on the Fisherman's Rest to see what radiation does to the fish. Are you gonna report back? I mean, am I wrong, Bevington? You're never wrong, Rexy. You're so brilliant. And so right. Oh no, please, don't. I won't know what to do with myself. You have already opened the can of worms. Oh god, no. Whatever do you mean, dearest Rexy? Rexy, you're so sweet. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. Rexy, I saw some chickens today. They had large talons. Have enough worms, thank you. What was your count? Wasn't it like 2,500 or something? I just glanced over and read that as I have worms, thank you. You're so welcome. You're so welcome for the worms. I love chickens, but other people's chickens, I don't want any of my own. My brother and sister-in-law have 7, I think it is. I can use a grenade as a bobber. Does it explode? Dude, why is that not working? I clicked the button. You got quiet? What happened? I might have just moved too far away from my mic. Love this little raccoon. Thank you. I think he's a little cutie pie. He's a cutie pie. Cutie pie warrior guy. Lunar, I was just thinking about you. I was gonna try to think of a would you eat it for $1 million question for Rexy. Oh my gosh, stop it. Why is it not? Okay, we gotta go off screen for a second. Put the mic back in your mouth. My Procreate stopped doing anything. Okay, I think we're back. My grandpa would have this running joke with my mom that she should get chickens because we're out in the country and that we should make explosives with their poop. I have so many questions. What did you say about $1 million question? I don't know why, but when Rexy came in, my impulse was to ask her if she would eat 10 jalapenos for $1 million. But I didn't think that sounded like enough of a challenge for her, so I was trying to think of something worse than that, but I drew a blank, if I'm being honest. That's not the color I wanted. It's not the color I wanted. Maybe like that. Dude, Procreate is being real weird right now. Why is nothing working? Okay. I think my grandpa read some article about it, but not sure what component of chicken poop is used for it. Now Rexy's gonna want chickens. Okay, there's some weirdness going on that I've gotta fix. Okay, so on this layer, I think that looks pretty good. Closer to what I was picturing. I've given Rexy ideas. Rexy, would you eat 11 jalapenos for $1 million? Wait, question, Lunar. Are they just raw jalapenos or like the pickled kind in a jar? Raw? Okay. Absolutely. Where do I sign? Rexy, does that change anything for you? Raw versus jarred. That's not golden enough. I want gold. Any kind, I need the money? Yeah. $1 million for most foods would be okay with me. 100 glizzies in 10 days. Is it like just for bragging rights, or is this another money offer? There's so many camps by the water now. The heck am I supposed to do to build my fishing camp? Nuke them. Get them out of your way. This is a free challenge. Why does 10 jalapenos get me $1 million, but 100 glizzies gets me nothing? What is this economy? I would have done the Fear Factor challenges for 50k back in the day if I was old enough. I wouldn't have. I'd like the bug stuff. No. Am I supposed to know what a glizzy is? Naggin. Have you even been on the internet? The heck is a glizzy? You too, Rexy. It will get you a terrible stomach ache. Okay, I feel like I could, but I need incentive. Why is a hot dog? I don't honestly know that. I was sitting here pretending that I know all things, and I don't have a clue why it's called that. But if you can't judge, you don't know. Lunar, I'm about to kick you out of this household. Going to not put the reasoning in chat? Okay, thank you. I was doing a Google, but I was worried about the results I was going to find. Do not Google that. You're not my boss. If I had to Google what a spork is, I can Google this. Possibly other stuff. I appreciate the way you phrased that. I mean, it's not like as bad as I thought, but also trying to keep it family friendly. I appreciate you, Naggin. The entire server's player base is in one spot. How can I not launch a nuke? See? I feel like they just played your hand for you. Lunar wants to see you do that, though. I am currently racking my brain on this because I want to add more details somewhere, but I can't decide where or what I should add. I might just finish it and then revisit later. Maybe give it like some scuffs on the armor and stuff. Let me do my thing and do some shading and stuff, and then see what we're looking like. Okay, Lunar, you're asking all these food questions. Eating things for $1 million. Is there something that you would refuse to eat for $1 million? So I have some things that I would not. But maybe I'm crazy for it. Fish? Bev, have you heard of Nagan? I trust you, but reading that seems like something I should not say. A Wiggin Slappy? Okay, Lunar, you would or wouldn't eat fish? Blame the English. That also does sound like an English thing. I see that. Oi, governor. Fancy a Wiggin Slappy? You don't like fish? You and Rexy. I can't believe you. Dude, I destroy some fish. My goodness. Probably anything raw. That's fair. It's a meat pie and a hamburger bun? Your bear, it comes naturally. I have a bottle of honey sitting beside me right now. I'm such, like, I am the stereotype. Barriotype. Alright, I'm Googling this Nagan. It seems like a lot of bread. Oh, this looks... This looks like something someone made up to make fun of the English or something. I'm not on a food YouTube channel and just can't get over the name. What food channel? Because it brought up, like, I googled that and it brought up a channel that I used to watch a lot of. Sorted? Okay, yeah. I have a very weird relationship with Sorted. I used to watch every single one of their videos, even though I hated like half of the hosts. I was so obsessed with their content, even though I didn't like a couple of them. You like most of them? See, you're just nicer than I am, I think. I mostly like their Guess Where the Dish Is and From in the World. Is that a new series? I don't remember those. I used to watch a lot of their like challenge ones. I can't remember the specifics, but they used to do these like team things. Or like they would compete to make the same dish, but it was like one of them at a time, and then they would have to pick up where the other person left off. Kind of stuff. See, the challenges are when I don't like some of the people. That might be part of the problem I was having. It's just watching them in the wrong dynamic. I'm here just doing dishes. Rexy, you focus on your dishes. Don't get your phone wet. Rexy's gonna drop us in the water, chat. It's okay. Some of us need baths. Chat's kind of stinky. Rexy, no! Let me out of the water. Rexy, I can't believe you would do this. Poor Lunar. I don't want to be in greasy dishwater though. Yeah, Rexy does cook a lot of bacon. Hope y'all can swim. Took a shower last night, FYI, thank you. I appreciate the heads up. So I know that the stink is not from you. So I still can't believe you said I was going to eat food in the bathroom on my break. The actual audacity. Use my bacon grease for other stuff. None of it ends up in the sink. It's very mindful. Mindful with your bacon grease. Rexy licks the bacon grease out of the pan. I want to throw up. Could you imagine my arteries? Well, you said you're going to use the grease anyway. Might as well just get a running start with things. Rexy, I told you to go wash your dishes, but I'm gonna need a real quick explanation of what you mean. What is that? Explain. Rexy puts the bacon grease as fuel for their car engine. I like that answer a lot better. Okay, I realize now that I need to color this tail. This tail is not stripy. And this tail needs to be stripy. Let's turn off reference layer. What is that? That doesn't go there. Put it in aluminum foil and throw it in a fire when I go hunting. What is that supposed to do? Thank you, Nagin. Because it's called a bear bomb, and it sounds like the smell of bacon would just attract bears. Almost. There we go. There we go. Attract bear and raccoons. I am so confused. I feel like I am not even from the same state as you. Like, I feel like somehow I'm betraying where we're from for not knowing what the heck is going on. You want bears to be attracted. Rexy fights bears for fun, confirmed. See, and this is why I'm sus of the whole kidnapping talk. Aside from just like that being sus in general, but the movie The Revenant was after you. I'm shooketh. I'm shooketh to my core right now. Rexamish. Bear from The Revenant was Beb's cousin. Yeah, and we were so excited for his first acting gig. Beb, I hunt bear and mountain lion on Red Top Mountain in the fall. Guys, how do I delete a mod? Deserved. Okay, I think this tail needs to be a bit whiter. Bebington, you knew this. You had to. Why did I have to know that? I did not know this. I love all bears. Also, can I be new mod? See, Rexy. Bear bomb makes more sense, yeah. I've never been successful, if that helps, but I have gone hunting for them. I can pretend that helps. I didn't know you could hunt bears. I didn't know that. I kind of like on some level assumed that, but I didn't really think it was a thing people would want to do. I'm a hunter and fisher, Beb. Well, you throw the fish back. You gonna throw the bears back? Catch and release bears, yeah. Alrighty. Oh, that is not what I was trying to do. Oh, that is also not either. Beb, you're next. Now we see why I was concerned. Trying to do, okay, that is not doing anything that I wanted it to. All I know about bears is from one episode of Bones where there was a bear poacher. Thought that meant all bears were not hunted. That's reasonable. Okay. Is blurring this going to give me the effect? That is the question. No, I don't like that. I don't like that. We're just gonna leave it. Okay, now let's fill in some of these little gaps. Filling in some gaps. See, Rexy was telling me not to be nice to her. And now I find out she hunts bears. Like, what am I supposed to do with these two things? I feel the need for self-preservation. Poaching means hunting without a tag or out of season. Typically when someone takes something out of someone else's trap. I don't use traps because that's cruel. If I can't make a clean shot on anything I'm hunting, I don't even try. Don't wear a target in the fall. You make a good point. See, I'd be learning things today. Me too. I learned about a Wiggin Schlappy and Rexy's hobbies. But I love deer. They're one of my favorite animals, but I still hunt them because I eat them and make things out of their hides. Is that where you get your skulls for bedazzling? I don't like whatever the heck is going on with the way this fill worked. I need to pay attention to that. There's all these like gaps. I don't know if they show on screen, but they're bugging the crap out of me. Rexy, I'm gonna need your exact location in case of a zombie apocalypse. Poaching is really bad in alligator hunting, particularly. Is it for like alligator leather? I use the entire critter. See, that's good at least. I will say, if my stress nightmares are any indication, I will not make it in a zombie apocalypse, but I will try my darndest. I think I would be in so much trouble. There's like no shot for me. Boo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Okay, I need to make this bigger. One dream I was fighting them off with a spoon. You gotta go for the spork at least. So what the heck are your dreams? That's wild. I always had useless weapons. That's terrifying. In the zombie apocalypse, I can be the guy in charge of remaking Star Wars. Rexy can provide the food. Okay, I'll be the movie and food reviewer. Kinda. For Alligator, you have to buy your tags up front. So if you don't find them all, people that do it for a living during season get anywhere between 50 to 300 tags, then you're out that money. So people will steal other people's gators from traps, typically a large fishing hook on a bamboo pole, to fill their tags. That's nuts. Beb the food reviewer. That's kind of my dream. I could totally help with gardening while Rexy does the hunting. See, we're basically set. We're covered. There's nothing to worry about. We got a food reviewer. We got a gardener. We got a hunter. We got a director. All of those jobs are equally important. I think we all have our own special role and we'll be good. Thank you for saying that. I needed to hear that, Rexy. It's nice to have a redemption arc after the things we've learned tonight. Rexy can make us zombie bombs. Already got the garden started and full of fruit and veggies. You just gotta maintain and replant. I am shocked, Rexy. I told you I was gonna be so nice to you tonight, and I feel like I'm just like immediately back to bullying. But I am shocked that you're growing fruit. That seems out of character. Unless you're like zombie apocalypse prepping. Which, like, good thinking. Look, y'all learned some cool stuff and you're welcome. Yeah, you tell us that. You tell us that, Rexy. Cool stuff about bear hunting. Maintain and replant. I can totally do that. I wish I had started a garden. I really wanted to. But then things happened and I just straight up didn't. I can't blame anyone but me. But I want to blame someone. I like watermelon. I love watermelon. I love all fruit. Fruit is so good. Fruit was not my idea. Okay, this tracks. It's just watermelon, cantaloupe, and tomatoes. I want all of those. Is this a request? It looks so good. Thank you. It's not a request. I'm trying to like work on some fantasy animals for the card game idea thing I was trying to figure out an art style for. I didn't mean to click out of that. So I got like a squirrel knight. I got a little like raccoon warrior. And gators and poaching and tags. Okay, we can focus on those three. I had a friend in high school who was deathly afraid of zombie apocalypse happening. Squirrel Knight, so cute. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. I did that over the weekend, and I felt pretty proud of him. Know how to shoot a bow. Don't know how to aim in the sense of hunting, though. All my targets were a ball. Rexy can teach you real quick. If you don't believe me, watch Swamp People. That sounds like something I don't want to watch. He thought zombies were gonna happen for sure, only a matter of time. I feel like that's kind of reasonable. Like that seems closer than a lot of like the horror movie apocalypse scenarios. If you can be still in a tree stand, then the deer would stand still. I mean, like knowing how far away something is and adjusting your sight aim like I did Olympic archery, it's all measured out. I wish I'd gotten more into archery. It was always fun to me, but I was so lazy. No worries, I can teach you. It's easier than you think. See, Rexy knows all. Just gotta place your bear bomb and then be patient. Not afraid of the apocalypse. I've been prepared for a long time. I'm not even a little bit prepared. This is why I've got you guys. You can do all the prepping for me. And then I can come in and do the reviews. Wanted to go to the Olympics at one point? That's cool. I did not know that. I knew about the archery stuff. I didn't know it was like that level. We had archery in high school gym class and I loved it. I wish we had that. My gym class was like barely even a gym class. It was like, it seemed like it was not acceptable standards. It was pretty rough. I only did archery when I used to be a little bitty Boy Scout. My dad would make me practice with my bow from the roof of our house, and I'd have to shoot 3 of the little 35 millimeter film. Oh my gosh, 35 millimeter film canisters before I could get down. That sounds like the start. Like that sounds like the opening scene from like a zombie movie. Koreans are also top notch. The Korean women's team has won each Olympics since they started team medals. It's wild. He also made me take my brother. I was 6, brother was 5, and walk through the woods for 1.5 miles in the middle of the night to get to the next camp over in 65,000 acres of national forestry. What? That's such a country way of learning. Hunger Games. Zombie Edition. Oh, that does not... I gotta fix these colors. I can do this a smarter way. Let's hollow out his little nosy. And then redraw it on this layer. Get like a really dark gray. Oh, what is going on? Why is that happening? Oh, I see what's happening. What's happening is that I'm being dumb. I just got confused by it doing exactly the thing that I was trying to do. Give him a little bit of a nose highlight. I learned archery because Robin Hood was my favorite Disney movie. Now again, I am learning so much about how motivated by movies you are. Robin Hood was my favorite Disney movie. I wouldn't shut up about wanting to learn, so my mom found a place that would teach me. I love that though. I used to I like that you learned a skill from a movie. I used to go around just pretending that I was Indiana Jones and stuff like that. I never bothered to like actually learn anything. It's dark out there, no flashlights. I had to know what to do if something happened to him while we were at camp. There were glow-in-the-dark ribbons on a very small trail though, so I had that going for me. That sounds so scary. Maybe back then, not so much now. I don't watch movies much. I've seen like 2 movies in the past year. I'm in the same boat. Unless you count like the times that I rewatched Shrek, but I don't feel like that should be tallied. I love that so much. I was also a huge fan of Robin Hood. And then the movie Brave came out. Brave is so good. Lunar, you stop it right now. There's one movie coming out soon that will be fantastic. Tell us more, Lunar. Tell me about this fantastic movie. How many of them there movies have there been? Maybe back then, not so much now. I don't watch movies much. I learned carving because I wanted a knife and my mom wouldn't give me one unless I knew how to use it. These are all so like reasonable approaches. I tried to eat tree stars like Littlefoot when I was a kid. They're not as tasty as Littlefoot makes them. What are tree stars? Is that just a leaf? Shrek is a solid choice. Thank you so much. That is the most reasonable thing I've heard all night. Dude, Littlefoot, that movie made me so sad. Or maybe it was just like the whole series had sad stuff. I don't remember. I remember being like incredibly sad about Land Before Time. I don't remember if it was the first movie or... Because aren't there like 37 Land Before Times? Rexy, lower your voice, please. 4. Tickets go on sale on the 4th. That is fantastic. Okay, I feel bad for selling this movie. I need to be paid first. Get in touch with the marketing department, Lunar. It's about time. To be fair, Rexy, I don't actually remember what the tree stars were. It's been a long time since I saw those movies. I just have like memories of the way that they made me feel more than anything. I was a 14-year-old in a room of like 50-year-old guys learning to carve. My dad would take me to the lessons and just read a newspaper. Okay, but like, that's pretty cool. You learned a skill that you're still using. I'm not trying to bring perfect energy up in here. It's okay. We need someone to fill the gap. But I feel like you're those... I feel like you're like those sheepdogs that try to wrangle all the sheep. Like, because chat's out of hand? They would make me sob? Okay, so I'm not wrong. I do remember, like, I like vividly remember finishing one of those movies and like needing a week to recover emotionally as a kid. But I wasn't sure if that was just like me being overly sensitive as a kid, because that was true too. Perfect energy. I do wonder when Perfect's gonna be back. We have so much to catch them up on. Chat always gets out of hand, me included. I don't want to keep bringing up the sandwich, but yeah. Pep is a bloodhound that just lays on the porch. Wow. Reximus Bear Fighter. If you think the sandwich thing is bad, oh boy. Okay, like, don't try to one-up yourself. I try to behave myself all the time. I appreciate that. I know it's a struggle sometimes. I've been told many times that it's a struggle to behave in my chat. I don't know if that says something about me or about the company I keep. Full of weird stuff. Wow, wow, wow. I can't believe it's already almost 8. If that was a compliment, not a wow. You said that I'm just a lazy dog that sits on the porch. Dev. All night my follows page played over you. Is that a mobile thing? I wouldn't even say weird. Wow, wow, wow. Yeah, Rexy, they're not weird facts. It's just like... real... I don't know how to phrase this nicely. Just like real... different lifestyle than anything I'm accustomed to. Like, I could never hunt a bear. Savage facts. Savage facts new from Reximus Vaughn Savage. Tune in tomorrow night at 8 o'clock for more Savage facts. Only on twitch.tv. Why is family friendly capped? What? What? Did people do bad? No. No badder than usual. Why is it in the title? Is that what you mean? But you put away the nice for 8.7 seconds after trying to bring it out. You told me not to. You acted like that would make you uncomfortable. So I did the nice thing and didn't do it. The stream title, it's been there for like 2 weeks. I put it in there around the time that you found out I had a Discord and didn't join it. My manager blew up a frozen cow. Naggin, what? How do you just like casually drop? My manager blew up a frozen cow. It also shot at hornet's nest out of a tree with a flamethrower, so just more like country is what I think. I generally am so tame and boring with everything I say to do. You're wrong. That's just incorrect. If anything, I'm too bland in general, but I have the secret perfect energy in me, too. I think lunar energy is wonderful. Did I miss Perfect tonight? Perfect hasn't been in here for like a week. I know I did, and I appreciate it because I don't know what I would have done, so thank you. You're very welcome. Did we scare Perfect off? No. Okay, look, I know where Perfect is, but I don't want to call out. They said they needed to just like not be on Twitch to catch up on like work and life stuff. So they're taking like a week off. I'm not sure what day they're gonna come back though. Just busy with stuffs. If I hadn't seen you tolerate Perfect so much, I would probably just say things like nice drawing and my day was good, how about you, and nothing more over and over and over. Well, I'm glad that Perfect was here to be your like guide into being weird with us. Chat, I'm trying to find a raid. I need to go get some sheep. How are the cats? Some sweets. Sleeps. I might have accidentally said sleeps. That might just prove my point. How are the cats? They were good. They mostly just didn't want me to be there. They were happy that I was there to give them food and wanted nothing else of me. And the other one's just napping in the next room right now. He's chilling. That's cats, yeah. Yeah. They're all three very like chill cats, but they have zero interest in attention other than like the 10 minutes a day that they want it. And I'm apparently never over there at that time. What is that stray mark? I was looking for a raid, but then I noticed a stray mark on this. What layer is that even?
Thomas, real quick, I told him to use 11 as the standard email font, and he insisted on using 12.
Okay, that's better. That's why I don't think I can have a cat. I want love. See, I've heard that that's one of the cool things about cats, that like they like if they love you, they know that like you earned the love and stuff. I don't need to earn it. I just want it. I just want it there. And that's what I love about dogs. Oh Lord, I miss everything. It's okay. It's okay. I miss my cat I grew up with. We'd sit on the porch and he'd sit on my lap. That's cute. It's happening again. What's happening again? The cat urge? Oh, you're getting other audio. I see what's happening. Twitch app is crap. That's why I hardly use it. I haven't updated my Twitch app since like 2023, so I don't have any of the issues, but I don't understand how it's still working for me. Twitch app has always worked well for me. Do you update it? It's all I use. I've heard bad things, yeah. The last time I updated it was before they did the weird thing with like the follow page. So I still have like the old follow situation. And I'm not changing it until I have to. Honestly, in my experience, male cats are more loving to women and female cats tend to be more loving of men. I don't know why, but I've owned cats my whole life and that's been 90% of the time. That's how it's been 90% of the time. That makes sense. Rexy, did I ever tell you that I've always said that I think Charles is like part cat? Because that tracks with him too. He do be loving him some women. Mostly just can't stand the delay, honestly. Yeah. I've never noticed a huge delay on mine, but I mostly watch streams that I don't chat in on mobile. So I don't pay close enough attention. Got a new phone, yeah. Guess I had no choice but to update. That makes sense. I love Charles, him sweet boy. He's so cat-like. Like, he grooms himself more than any dog I've ever seen in my life. And he lounges around in a lot of the positions that cats do and stuff. He hates birds and mice. The delay used to be brutal, like a good 10 seconds behind at times, but nowadays, Beb will respond to me within the second. I definitely did not this time. Sometimes chat responds to Beb responding to me before I hear his response. That's not a delay, that's just me trying to skip you out of spite. When I walk at lunch and bring the steps along in the app, I get back and the app is so behind my computer. So like, does it like gradually get a larger delay over time? My girl dogs are very much more loving to women. They are not fans of men, but I think that's because they're rescued and I had a bad experience with a man. I wonder about that with Charles all the time. Like, I wonder what about his behavior comes from his life before me. Because, like, he has some weird quirks that I can't explain, and I'm curious about where they came from. The delay grows. It's gross. I guess I can like actually show what I've been working on since I'm raid searching. I didn't think this was gonna take me the whole stream. But the good news is I can do the other pose on Thursday. When the delay was that bad on old app, it would force me to just close streams either over and over to go back to a less worse delay, or close it for good for the time because it was so dang annoying. That makes sense. I get that way about like tech issues. Or I'm just like, I just want to walk away from them. Yeah, it probably has a lot to do with it. Yeah. What age did you get, Charles? Okay, here's the thing. Allegedly, he was a year old when I got him, but I'm really sus of that. Because they told me that he was just found on a street corner, but they also knew his exact date of birth, allegedly. I assume they just made a date up, but they also they really tried to tell me that that was the specific day. It was strange. So like roughly a year old is what we think. My phone is new-ish. I moved my router pretty much next to me and I updated my app, so that might be a part of it. And also my internet is very good when compared to others. When compared to what others pay for worse internet. I think they made a guess and tried to judge based on his teeth and stuff, yeah. It just tickled me so much that they were like, we found this guy, we know exactly when he was born though. It's like, from what I can tell, it was pretty accurate though. Brow, 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 brow. Did he have a chip that could maybe have his B-Day, or does it not store that info? He is chipped. Do chips have that info? That is a good point. I don't know if they would have that or not. When we looked up the chip info, it just told like address and stuff. But maybe they had it from that somehow. I don't know. Like it just told my address when we looked it up. I don't know if they could have like updated it for me or something. I don't know. Yeah, we rescued my girls when they were 3 months old, but they were born July 1st. They were found wandering the streets and were clearly abused. So how did you know when they were born? And they spoke to them. The cat said, hey, here's all our info, and now we accept our vow of silence. Or dogs. Did I just say cats? I assume we're talking dogs. They asked, yeah. That's how it works. I have a powerful PC, but I never turn it on these days. There's something about doing everything on your phone that I love. We are like exact opposites. If my phone weren't so necessary for things, I would live on my computer instead. Did say cats, okay. Pupper girls, Millie and Tilly. With Winnie, her mama was fostered when she was pregnant. Winnie was adopted out and returned, but when she returned, she went to the same foster, so we know her exact B-Day and story. We're in contact with some of her siblings. I love that. What happened to the other raccoon with the axe? Why isn't this one good enough, Hootward? I didn't draw the other one. I decided I was going to do both. But the other one's going to have to be on Thursday. I have a phone, tablet, and laptop and use all kind of equally. I guess I do too. Because I'm on my iPad right this moment. The shaft is too skinny. Will you draw it then, Hootward? You keep commenting on the way I draw things. I want to see your drawings. We also got puppy pics of her from the foster. I love that. Dial down the sass? No. This is my house. This is my house, weather boy. Beb, your chat reminds me of Guardians. Oh, I said Gardens. Gardens of the Galaxy, a Star Wars story. Beb, your chat reminds me of Guardians of the Galaxy in a good way. Like Gardens of the Galaxy. Like, are certain chatters different Guardians? Who's Groot? Grootwood. Like, everyone is different but get along really well. Bye-bye again. Humbly request a pets channel in Discord. Like a pets channel in my Discord, or for me to use the Sibs? Okay, okay. I'll make one. I'll post Winnie and her 10 Sibbos as pups. I'm Star-Lord if anyone... No. Groot word works too well. Groot word... You even have root in your name. Beb can be Groot. It'd be a lot easier to think of what to say. Lunar says you're Groot, yeah. Lunar's in charge. Lunar's our marketing expert. I'm Thor when he joined the Guardians shortly. Ooh, we got fighting. Nagan and Rexy both want to be Rocket. You better look at that pic you asked me to post. Now I want to not look at it. Don't delete it though. Don't be like that. I'll look at it. We've all been in the same community for a while. It's true. We go way back. Rexy, you're not even gonna put up a fight. Just okay, you can be Rocket. Who are you gonna be then? Let's be real though, Rexy is more Rocket than me. I'll be the second Arrow dude that was clumsy. Okay, I gotta be honest, I don't know anything about Guardians of the Galaxy. I just know Groot and the raccoon. I'm not one of them. How very dare you? It's only because I'm a savage, smart aleck. Someone assign me a character, same. Just don't make me Chris Pratt. You're so real for that. Yes, you are. You tell him, Lunar. I suppose Nebula is part of the group at some point. I like Nebula. You, Negan, I'm not gonna lie to you. You could just be making up a character's name right now, and I would agree with you. You could have just called yourself, like, Dr. Milky Way or something. Sure. I'm not a really like Guardians of the Galaxy movies. I should probably watch some at some point. My favorite character, Dr. Milky Way. Dr. Milky Way, a Star Wars story. The third one is kind of rough, like topic-wise. didn't realize there were 3 of them. Okay, chat. I found a raid. I don't mean to cut off our serious garden subject combo, but I have this week, and Charles has opinions. There are 2 things I am overly informed on every day: the MCU and Super Mario 64. Lunar, do you? I have so many Super Mario 64 questions. Do you watch Mario 64 streamers? Guardians 3 is great. It's just it's good. It's just a tad sad, darker than the others. Woof to you too, Charles. Was that like super loud? Who's still playing Mario 64? People who love joy. Hootward. I watch so much Mario 64. Okay, we're gonna raid someone who's relevant to what we've been doing today. Converge my tabs. I was wondering how quickly someone would pick up on where we're going. Not super loud, but loud enough. It was so loud in my ear. He normally waits till he's out the doggy door. But apparently this one was important enough that like he needed the world to know that he had thoughts as he was walking out of this room. I'm aware of speedrunners. Do you know? Oh, I gotta rate. Let's bring this back up next time. Okay, I want to discuss. Also, do watch Squeaks. I've heard of him. Thank you for hanging out, everybody. We're never leaving. 24-hour stream. Naggin, only if it's our co-stream that we've been talking about. Did I spell this right? I spelled it right. Let's go. Thanks, everybody. You mean Rexy's co-stream? No, I mean ours. You and me, Naggin. If anyone threatens me with a 24 stream, that means that they're volunteering. That's how it works in my brain. So I've got one lined up with you now, and Rexy, and Ian. I'm down, Rexy, you know the rules. Okay, I appreciate everyone. Thank you for hanging out. I mean, I'm caffeine sensitive, so I just need one coffee and I'm good. Yeah, you would probably destroy me with that. You're proud of me? I don't know what I did. Thank you. I appreciate it. Okay, thank you, everybody. This was fun. I'm proud of the little trash panda guy we got. I'm gonna draw the other one on Thursday. I'll see everybody then. Shame time. Shame place. Proud of you too, Beb, for whatever Caitlin is proud of you for. Y'all are gonna make me cry. Okay, it's about to take us, so everybody have a good night. If you're spelling it right, okay, yes, I did do that. That is a thing I can accept that I did. Okay, bye.